Hey friends, welcome to the channel. Bob here. Sorry it's been quite a long time since I last did a video. You know how things are. But I'm doing a video today. It's about to go dark, which is a bit annoying. I should have started this just as the sun was coming up rather than going down in game. But there you go. This is Shroud of the Avatar, as you can probably tell. For those of you sort of wondering how EverQuest is going, it's going fine. I've actually, for the first time, managed to max out my... Rune has maxed out his True Spirit faction, his Epic faction. When I was kind of logging in, not doing much leveling. I was just doing some of the turn-ins over and over again, and eventually, after a period of time, maybe sort of like a week or so of doing it quite casually. It sort of maxed out. I'm not quite sure what was giving the most faction, whether it was the MV WoW sort of turn in or whether it was one of the gems or whatever. I'm not sure, but I just kind of cycled around those. In the end, I did it. Yeah, so maybe one day you'll see me with an epic in EverQuest. Who knows? Anyway, this is Shroud of the Avatar. I'm kind of back playing this because I'm desperately looking for something else, just something else, something different. Pantheon doesn't really seem as though it's coming along as quickly as was first thought. I think last year they announced sort of at the end of the year they kind of announced starting the pre-alpha, but we're in March now, and yeah, there's no sign of alpha or anything. So I'm playing Shroud of the Avatar, and I have to say I'm really enjoying it. The game is being launched soon, so I think it's like a world-ending event happening, which I'm hoping to be a part of on, I think it's Wednesday, maybe. I'm not sure when it is. But as you can see in the sky, there's all these asteroids flying around. There's a huge asteroid there, which is heading towards the planet. I'm actually just reading the book as well. Tracy Hickman and Richard Garriott released a book. And I'm just playing that at the moment. Just reading that as well, so maybe I can fill you in on some lore stuff at some point. Now, before I start recording, I was kind of thinking to myself, what do I want to do? I don't want to create a video series where I'm just randomly just playing and just randomly commentating. Essentially, I kind of wanted something that was a bit more structured. So what I thought I would do. One of the issues I had with the game, as you know, I mean, when I played the game before, I had quite a lot of issues with it. Some of those issues haven't changed in regards to some of the people I see involved on a player level. The way the game's been developed, that kind of thing, I'm not a fan of. But I kind of feel that the game's reached a point now, just before release, where it's I've been playing it and enjoying it for whatever reason. Maybe I'll go into some of those, but I wanted to do a structured sort of series of videos. And what I thought I would probably do, like the reason I play the game is for play games generally. I do like numbers and min-maxing and all that kind of thing, but generally it's to do with like immersion in the world. So what I thought I would do is visit scenes, just randomly visit scenes, and just review them, see what they're like. Because one of the issues I had with the gameplay before was that a lot of the game is played on this is the overworld map, so you can't do anything here really apart from run around. And these scrolls and names here are the actual zones, I guess you would call them. They call them scenes, which is fine. And you go into those, and then it loads you into a scene, and then that scene is its own self-contained area. One of the issues I had before was that a lot of the scenes were still copies of other scenes, which is fair enough. It was still in development. But one of the key things was that the scenes were just seemed to be places to go to grind XP. There was nothing in them. There were no. I know we're all sick of quest NPCs telling you to go and kill 10 spiders or whatever, but I do feel that they're a necessary evil to a certain degree, just to make the zone feel as though there's something happening. Is there something alive and dynamic happening, rather than you just going in there to grind XP. Now, it doesn't need to be that way, of course. I understand that the game, the game is it's not hugely budgeted. I understand that they're limited budget and stuff, but That was one of the issues I had. The zones just felt a bit kind of dead. So we're going to go into some of them. If I go into a zone and it says it's a clone of another zone, we won't do that one because I don't think that's fair because it's not a finished zone. But what we can do is randomly go into zones. Doesn't matter where they are or what level they are. We'll just run around in this video series and look at some of the zones, some of the scenes, and see what we think. I'll kind of operate outside of Janaford, I think probably. I came here to train some skills from a master trainer. So I'm not based here, but this is kind of where I am at the moment. And I thought for this first video, we will go from here. So let's go into a zone and have a look. It's a shame that it's dark, so I'm probably going to have to put on some kind of light so we can see what we're doing. And the light kind of doesn't really give you a good proper representation of the colours in the area, but we will see. One thing I will say is that the map, the overworld map, is better since I last played. Feels a lot more immersive. Over here, I like the lava dripping into the water. That's pretty good. I thought we'd go into this zone here, Sunless Barrens. It's can we go into Sunless Barrens? Hello. Yeah, it's tier 3, so it's much lower than it's much too low for me. But that's not the point. The point is to have a look around and see what's going on. We'll look at the level design, how immersive the zone feels, that kind of thing. Whether it feels part of like an overarching world, I think, or if it just feels like a zone plonked in the middle of somewhere, just for the sake of it. We'll also look at what there is available to do in the zone as well. Now, I've never been in here before, never. So we're doing this blind. I think I'll probably eat some food first. Please excuse my my inventory. It's a massive mess, and I haven't done anything to it really since I come back to playing the game. There's some new things since I've been playing the game. There's devotional shrines. The game is based around sort of virtues like honour, love, sacrifice, all those kind of things. A bit like the old Ultima games, and you can go and immerse yourself in the waters of virtue, various virtues, and you get like quite a long-term buff. I normally go for spirituality, which is +4 adventure level, which makes things a bit easier to kill, and in combat focus regeneration, purely because like my armor and my build is weighted towards strength at the moment, so I've got a lot of hit points. My focus is a bit unbalanced, so I need to try and correct that, I think, probably. And you can eat some food as well to give you other combat and health and focus regen and stuff. Let's buff myself up. Buffs have changed. You can only really have strength. I'm training polearm at the moment because I really like it. So my deck is a bit of a mess. I need to sort that out at some point. But here we go. So first impressions actually are really good. I love this little, almost like an oasis type thing on top of the this rock formation here. That's interesting. It looks like the rock formation was created in some way. Like all the ground from there down has been worn away by something. Maybe the ocean was higher up at some point. There's the big boulder. Big asteroid coming towards the planet. So what I like to do normally in a new zone is just follow the outer edges, and we'll have a look and see what we can find. I do like these pinnacles, these areas on top there. It'd be interesting to see if you can get on those. There seems to be a village down there which we'll investigate at some point. Large Corpian. Nothing in here is really going to cause me much of a problem, I don't think. I didn't put a dot on that, so running away and leaving it's probably not a good idea. There we go. Oh wow, I think we've got some hot spring type things over here. Oh, look at this. This is really nice. We've got some hot springs. A little beach almost. I like the colours as well because it seems very minerally. You wouldn't want to drink it, I don't think. That's pretty good. This is one of the things that has kind of attracted me back to the game. Is that I've wandered in a couple of zones, and the level design is really, really nice, really dynamic. It's level design is kind of horizontal and vertical to a certain extent. It's saying that, I'm not sure if we can get up there yet, but yeah, that's certainly something that has drawn me back. As you know, I've mentioned it before in Shroud of the Avatar. I do like numbers. I like to watch my numbers going up as well. Some skeletons there. I'm assuming it's a baddie village with baddie humans. Yeah, I need to sort out my build and what I want to be doing going forward. One of the things I must confess to being a bit confused about to do with the game is brimstone there. Is the armour. Oyster armour is made a bit too... it's not complicated, is it? You know, cloth for mage users, light armour skills, you know, medium, heavy and stuff like that. But I do feel they kind of dilute it and make it all feel a bit... I'm not sure convoluted is the right word, but... yeah, I mean, I'm playing heavy as a trap there. Ouch. That's where I walked right into. I've got a little dot on me. Okay, fair enough. Okay, what we got here? An interloper. Wow, these are low hit points. A pilferer, pilferers and interlopers. God damn you. Come back here. Yeah, these guys are... yeah, okay. Pretty... we don't seem to have much in the way of sound at the moment. Let me just... see if I can correct that. Audio. Music. Okay. Headphones. Okay. Well, there's not much in the way of sound. I'm not quite sure why, because everything's turned up. We'll see. There's no sound at all at the moment. Maybe it's just one of those. Maybe it's just one of those things. Oh, we can go in the bit. Oh, there's a bit of sound. Oh, hello, interloper. No, don't want to do that. Where did he go? I'm not sure. Oh, there he is. Are they carrying anything particularly? No, not really. I won't bother looting them. There's some beds. Okay, so what I'm getting from the zone so far is that it seems to be like a mineral-rich zone, and there seems to be a humanoid, seems to be a human settlement here for some reason. They're called interlopers and pilferers, so I don't think they're miners particularly, or mineral gatherers, from what I can see. Hello again, you pilferers and... Where did you go? What are you up to? I charged him off. I just charged off there and hit him. That was pretty awesome. I should probably look at them just in case they drop a note or something that. Okay. Lots of jars, bottle, jars. Jars look like they've got minerals in them. Maybe these guys are collecting minerals. But their name suggests that they're the bad guys for some reason. This is, I guess, what I was talking about before, really, where I think many of the scenes just need some storytelling to tell you what's going on. I mean, it's you know, you can make these things up yourself, essentially. And there is some zone storytelling, obviously. You know, you can, as I said, by sort of coming up with, using your imagination, essentially. But I do feel the game needs more. Like maybe if there just had been a note in one of the buildings, maybe explaining what these guys were doing, maybe some orders from a superior or something, that kind of thing. It's definitely a mineral-rich place, that's for sure. Let's go around this way. Yeah, so looking at this zone, we've just come into a zone I've never been in before, and it looks good. I like the design. It looks great. It seems interesting to explore, which is all you can ask for. A little let's see if there's any bad guys in here. There's a wabbit. Mr. Wabbit. I'm kind of playing this game. I mean, the game's coming up for release soon, and I think this. I mean, as I said, I mean, I'm enjoying it, and a lot has improved. Hang about. So it's a dead end there. Well, let me go across that way. Okay, but there's still a lot to be worried about. I feel. I mean, I do feel that. Personally, I feel that new players coming into the game will look at certain things and think, well, this game's finished already. You know, there's already loads of people at end game. All people with houses decorated to the max and all that kind of thing. And I think that will be off-putting for some people, because they'll come into a game where the suggestion is it's a new game, but actually the world feels very lived in, and a bit messy actually when you go to some of the MPs, you know, some of the main cities or towns, and you look at where people have just dumped their, you know, mountains of skulls and thrones and stuff. It just looks rubbish, essentially. Yeah, just a mess. So the game does feel quite lived in. So that's a bit of a concern, I think. Probably not. Maybe the main concern. Come on. Maybe the main concern actually is just how new players will take to the fact that the world has already kind of been. You know, these things are continuous and everything always respawns, but where with the feeling of where players have already stripped it of for all it's worth. And, yeah. Well, sorry, Mr. Wolves. I mean, I don't particularly want to, you know, kill you, but you're kind of in the way, and you're going to attack me. That's the thing. Yeah, but certainly playing the game again, I've got higher hopes for it. But there are some issues I think that I'm concerned about. And I think a new player experience is one of them. That'll be quite a key thing. New players coming in, how will they feel about the fact that the game's been persistent for a year already? Some people won't, but some will, you know. And so we've reached a lovely beach. It's like I think it's supposed to be night time, isn't it? But there is a no, there's the sun, so it's not night time. The water's quite red again. Does that indicate mineral rich, or is that just what we got here? Salt deposit. Is that just the sun reflecting off the? That's interesting. Let's head this way. Have a quick look around here. I love this here. This reminds me of some of my favourite places in the UK. Actually, like Cornwall. You often get these. Yeah, just sort of hilly, sort of mountainous regions coming out of the water there. That's awesome. I wonder how far the game lets you go with regards to... Nope, okay. Swimming out essentially means that you are leaving the area. Little island there. I wonder if we can get to the island. Let's go and have a look. It's weird actually, because earlier on I was talking about this kind of zone storytelling, and I think some zones maybe benefit from maybe not having anything in them. Maybe this is one of those zones. I'm not sure. I'll have to see. Can I get across this little... I can, yeah, and there seems to be some sort of ruin here. Okay. Oh, what was that? Stillness. That doesn't seem to. I wonder if that's. Okay. Interesting. That's interesting. So I've found a like an altar of some kind, and you press it. I'm sure I'm going to assume that symbol means something to someone, but unfortunately it doesn't to me. That's probably why I'm not quite exactly sure what's going on. But maybe there'll be something that will tell us what's happening. I like this. I like the feeling of loneliness, I think, in the zone. It's not bleak, but it feels like a zone that is almost alien. It's like being on Mars. I like the lava over there. I've got to be careful. As I said, when I go into a new zone, I normally skirt the edges of the zone. But obviously, we need to make sure that we don't miss anything. It's big as well, big zone. I think the other thing also that I think quests do is they allow you to fill in and experience zones, I guess. Like at the moment, I'm looking at this zone thinking a lot of work going into it. It's really, really nice and immersive, but actually who's going to come here? Will someone who you know, who's going to be leveling in a tier 3 zone, will they actually ever make it out to here? So I think the good thing with quests is that you can direct people to zones. Hopefully you direct them to zones that's relevant for their level. So that would be... I get the feeling there's going to be a lot of zones like this, or scenes, sorry. I keep saying zones. A lot of scenes like this that people just maybe just never going to experience. I think that's where I've been enjoying the game more recently, is I've just been going out and finding myself a new zone. I know the zones I should be going to for my level to get some good experience. I will do that at some point. It'd be quite good if you could climb up. If you could climb up these vines up to the top. Yeah. It's quite. It's quite. We're going to go up here and have a look over here. I think that seems to be the key. That seems to be the key point of interest in the zone. But it's interesting that it's quite barren in the sense of like mobs as well. If you were coming here to level it for tier 3, I'm not sure so far that you would do that. That it would be worth it. But we'll go and check out the construction site place that's up here. You got some wolves. You've got some humans. Obviously, we've seen those, but yeah, it's a big zone as well. It really is a big zone. But empty, I think, is probably fair. Fair assumption. Fair assumption. A fair comment, I think, probably. We just came from there, didn't we? I think this is where there's some lava, maybe. Oh, indeed. Look at that. That's nice. And we seem to have a... Can I go down here? Yes. We seem to have a fire elemental or something over there. Let's go and check it out. I wouldn't mind if anyone's got advice on armors and stuff. I wouldn't mind some advice. I'm looking for something that's a bit more like, I like the heavy armors because I love body slam. It's a wonderful skill, but I don't like all the... Oh, it's a lava golem. Okay. I'm not a massive fan of... Oh, he's just a pretty easy dude. I'm not a massive fan of everything that goes with heavy armor. It looks too bulky for me. So I would like to try and find... yeah, some armor. Maybe some chain armor. There's another one up there. Can we get up there? Awesome. Okay. Charging. Counter charge. I guess standing in there, the flames they leave behind them probably damages you, I guess. Oh, hello, there's an NPC. Oops. Sunless cloth. I didn't mean to break your pot. I do apologise. But I did pick up some sun... Did I or did I not? No. Sunless cloth. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what this guy's got to say for himself. Or maybe it's a lady, actually. Maybe it's a lady. Sorry to be rude. Name's Nephalia. Ebb and dawn cultists will hear ye. The scurvy dogs are all over the Sunless Barrens. Okay. Oh, we've got a quest. Sunless cloth all across. Okay. Okay. I'd be a plunderer by trade. Ah, okay. I'm helping a plunderer. Not sure that's a good idea. Okay. That's one. That's one that I damaged. Okay. So that must. Okay. So northeast. So that must be their base. So we will head there, I think. That's good. So we've got... Oh, hang on a sec. Weapon is damaged. What the hell? Okay, so we've got a purpose. We've got a quest. We've got something to do, which is good. I'm hoping for some... I need to get rid of... I need to do something with all this stuff. If you see anything here that you want, just let me know. Holy moly. Okay. Okay, so my weapon is made of mostly wood, so it needs a carpenter's kit to repair. Fine, that's fair enough. Okay. I'm hoping there are some different models of the pole arms. I know you can get a scythe. This dude. Hang on a second, what we got here? This dude looks... Dodgy dude. Oh. Ah, so this is one of the guys. One of the guys. He got any jobs? Okay. I support the Ebb and Dawn and recover your cloth. So they both want me to get cloth here, so that's okay. Well, we can't kill him. Okay. So we've got a couple of things to do. We've got... It says search for pottery here, so we'll do that. But we've also got the... what was it called? Pago Umbra or something. Okay. Ah, here we go. Now, I thought I picked a piece up before, but actually it seems as though... There we go. We need 10 of those. I know it's lazy, but maybe a little option telling you how many you've got so far. That might be quite good. But yeah, this is I'm enjoying this zone. The design's good. Feels quite immersive. There isn't much to hunt here, to be honest. But we haven't been to Pargo Umbra yet, or whatever it's called. So we will definitely need to do that. But yeah, need some more mobs, I would say. There's a couple of quests in it as well, which is good. As I said before, this is partly, I think, what's getting me back into the game. And when I was playing it before, I was very focused on my skills and gaining XP and stuff. But since I've come back, I've been exploring the zones. There's just a bit more to the scenes. I keep calling the zones, sorry. A bit more to the scenes now. There we go. Yeah, more. They're just more interesting, more immersive. And even this, you know, this random level 3, tier 3 one that we've come into has got some quests going. Got a couple of quests going on, so that's pretty good. Oh, can we get across there? Oh, we can. Oh, wow. It's huge. It's not one of those one of those things over there. We'll go and check it out. Got some more cloth. This is that they really need to drive people towards places like this. I won't be at all surprised if new players coming out of the unless you're a super explorer, new players coming out of the introduction will just move straight past this zone. Okay. Oh, runestones. That's a fire runestone. I know. What was the one? Okay. Okay, so we've got some runestones. It doesn't seem to be doing anything for me. Maybe I need to go and activate all of them and something happens. I'm not sure. Yeah, as I was saying, they need to drive people towards these zones. Just give them a reason to come here. I love that down there. That's awesome. I mean, I've only been in a couple of scenes since I've come back, and they've all been really good. So if the quality of them is like this, then that's amazing. But also, as I said, I need to drive people here. Maybe put some more mobs in as well. I must confess, I'm one of those people that does hate not being able to explore a zone properly because there's too many mobs. Every 10 steps you're being attacked by something. It can be quite annoying, but yeah, I think this does need a few more. Okay, that's an exit. What I need to do is get over to the site so we can have a look at that. I don't think we can give the zone a proper review until we visited that place. So we'll head there. I might be able to pick up some pots. So it's interesting. So that guy leaves the cloth out in in pots, basically in the sun. And I guess eventually the sun kind of does its magic, does it? And yeah, turns them into sun cloth. I wonder if you can do her quest and then do his quest afterwards. Let's see who gives you the best reward, maybe. A couple more dudes here. I guess it's okay that there's not much here to kill. You know, maybe it's just a point. Maybe it's just an interesting zone. There's a couple of quests here to do, and that's all you need. I'm liking Polheim at the moment. It's got there's a lot of reach, which I quite like. There's a lot of crowd control as well as body slam, which knocks people down. You've got a leg sweep. You've also got like a push attack that pushes someone away, which is quite good. Oh, what is that? There's something in there. What is that? Is that a thing, or is it just a part of the scenery? I'm not sure. I wonder if you can get your fire resistance up enough to get going to lava. That'd be interesting. I love the leg sweep animation. It really sweeps it under you. So it actually is sweeping you over. That's pretty awesome. Okay, what have we got? North Plunderer's Hamlet, Hellfire Fingers. I like the sand or what dust blowing across there. That's nice touch. I'm slightly perplexed by this zone, just purely because like it's great, but I wonder what the numbers are on how many people have actually come into the zone and experienced it. I bet it's not that high. I mean, I only came in here, so I guess purely by accident. I guess to a certain extent, because I was just purposely exploring, you know. But if you're not, I just wonder if you're going to north exit. Okay. It's just huge. It's just huge. I'm repeating myself, but I really do hope that they I don't want to recall. I really do hope that there's just different quest lines that drive people through the different zones, so they can be experienced, because there's a lot of work gone into this, obviously, and it'd be a shame if it's not appreciated. That's interesting. So not all of the pots have them. Oh, Sunless Cloth. Here's my quest items. I need to do the virtue quests as well. I'll try and maybe do some recording for those. There seem to be quest lines, different virtues. What I quite like, and I think some people won't. I don't always like it, depending on how I'm feeling. But what I quite like is that there doesn't seem to be any information at the moment around the internet for the quests with regards to just instructions on doing them. I feel that's probably because the player base is still quite small for the game. But certainly, if the scenes stay of this quality, I'll certainly be recommending people give the game another go. I don't have anywhere to. It's funny really, because like I'm very much an explorer and a numbers person. I do like a bit of role playing, obviously. But in most games, I never get involved in the housing side of things. Maybe I should. I mean, I haven't got anywhere to live at the moment. I'm just a vagabond who wanders around, from place to place. Brimstone Fields, okay. There seem to be some bad dudes here. Now, I wonder if these guys will automatically attack me. I'm gonna guess that's probably gonna be the case. Yes, I think that's probably gonna happen. Nothing to worry about though. I'm finding the difficulty really weird at the moment. Like, I mean, I haven't really. What the hell is that? I mean, I haven't for quite a while. I haven't spent a huge amount of time. Come on, the jumping's a bit rough. That's interesting. It seems like they're kind of the alarm's been set off and they're rushing out to get me. I quite like that. I'm not going to loot these guys for now. Where did they go? Oh, there we go. Sweep him off his feet. There we go. Awesome. Those cultists. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I didn't mean to. I really didn't mean to loot you there. That's interesting. Won't let me go up. Okay. What is it with cultists and sacrificing? Always got to be sacrificing. Okay, so I guess we're fighting our way further into their lair. I mean, you know, for this game, for this scene to get a 10, out of 10, all it needs now is some bad guy's lair to explore, because this has been, I've really enjoyed this. This has been good. Oh wow, look at this! Holy smokes, 10 out of 10. Wowza. Auto ballista. He's just firing at me. No, don't. I've turned him off. Wow, look at this. There is a bad guy's thingy. Bad guy's place. Field of power. This is awesome. This is hats off to whoever designed this zone. What are these? I'm getting shot by something. Let's move out of the way. No! God damn it. Oh, there's a ladder there. Will it let me up? Yeah, it's weird. They put somewhere that you can fall through. The water didn't seem to damage me. Did it? No. The water didn't seem to damage me. And they put somewhere for me to get up straight away. That's odd. Not quite sure why they did that. Here we go. We're into the heart of the beast now. Okay. A reanimated murderer. Holy smoke. What's he got? Ritual Skull of Despise. Quest item. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So we can go that way. Looks like it leads further on. Some magical shenanigans going on there. I should be just looting these, just in case one of them's got a quest item like that, like the skeleton had there. Oh wow, look, all sorts of cultish behaviour going on here. Ah. Oops. Doesn't seem to be any any of those pots here. Thought there might be some pots. Okay. Some more summoning going on, that's fine. I'm going to work the attack that does more damage from behind into my rotation. Knock them over, go behind, whack. Okay. Ritual Skull of Punishment. Hang on a sec. Despise punishment. Okay, so there's different skulls. What if we have to collect all the skulls? Dishonour. Okay. These are the anti-virtues, I guess. These are the... That's interesting. What I need to make sure I do is don't miss any of the skulls. wonder if I place them on here at some point, and then there's definitely some big summoning going on here, but okay, let's carry on. Should be another one here, I guess. There we go. Deceit. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 so far. Okay. So we obviously need to find all of these, all of these summoning circles. I think there was this. I think over here we could. There was another spot for us to go, wasn't there? Okay. So fingers crossed that the skulls are relevant in some way. Something happens. We got this one, didn't we? Pretty sure. Yeah. I have to say, I think even if you're not in a position to get experience here, still a great great zone to come and experience. Hello. Carnality. Wow. Okay, so we've got a number of skulls. I wonder what they're for. Ah, so we're at Pagambra. Interesting. Okay, so I'll hang on to the skulls then. Haha. Wow. Okay, what's going to happen? Some dudes coming in. I really hope this video comes out. It'd be really annoying if it doesn't. Okay. Wow, what's going to happen? Wait. Reanimated terror. Dead. Oh wow, look at all this stuff. Lesser wands, arrows. Oh, okay. Ah, look at all the skull. That's awesome. That's really good. That's it. Okay. Well, that's brilliant. I really enjoyed that. I'd like to see maybe something a bit more spawn here. These are not mines, are they? No. Something a bit more spawn there. Something a bit more, you know, a bit tougher maybe. No, but that was enjoyable. What am I doing? So I would say that this, I would recommend everyone visits this zone if you've never been here before. I know that you've kind of all watched it. I'm sure there's stuff that I haven't seen yet. I'll just make my way out. But definitely, like it's immersive. 9 out of 10, definitely. Couple of quests, 3 quests I found so far, which is okay. You know, 7 out of 10 maybe. Could certainly do with it. I think the thing with the quest, I think the thing is it's a big, it's a huge zone with just with that's immersive. It feels really nice, but there's not a lot going on from a questing or from a mob point of view. I think as a leveling experience, you know, it's quite low, really. I mean, if you're low level, obviously you're not going to be doing what I'm doing. And actually, no, saying that, I would say that obviously finding this place, I think, has bumped up the leveling experience a bit. But I think with regards to just like the different types of mobs, like mob type, there's not a huge amount. There we go. Can we do a big jump? Whee! Yeah, we can. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I've really enjoyed this scene. This has been a really, really good scene, and I'm sure there's secrets I haven't uncovered yet. If you want to come here and have a look round, what I will do is, okay. I guess we get down by falling. There's seems to be like lots of minerals and stuff to mine as well. If that's your bag, it's not my bag at the moment. It needs to be at some point. What I'm going to do is I'm going to carry on and finish off the Sunless Cloth quests. What I'll do is I'll stop now because this has been going on for quite a long time. This video. Yeah, so I'll stop, and then when I finish the quests, I'll show you what I get, I think, probably. Anyway, guys, this has been Sunless Barrens, Tier 3 adventuring area in Shroud of the Avatar, and it's bloody good. It's bloody good. It needs some stuff. It's quite barren. It needs some more mobs, I think, personally, and it probably needs some more quests as well, but, you know, hopefully those things will be added at some point. Yeah, anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll let you know what I get from the quest at the end.